Bye girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a coin. Today's gonna be what are they afraid of? And that could be fascinating and surprising. So let's do 2 pounds and then we develop. That could be fascinating. Okay, so let's stay cool. 2 pounds. 1, 2, 1, 2. So pound number one, what they're afraid of. The High Priestess. Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. Well, they're afraid of you. And they're afraid of the capacity that you have to see through their rubbish. So that can be a person of interest, that can be your colleagues, that can be your relatives, that can be all kind of people. You were born like that. You were born a high priestess, male, female, doesn't matter. It's an idea of an old soul in a young body. So when you meet people, when you see people, you can scan their energy and know what they're about. And generally, you are spot on. You may have doubted yourself for a while. You may have wondered, am I inventing thing, or it's just in my mind what's going on? No, you're now learning to appreciate your capacity to read people. And when you look back, the time you didn't listen to your intuition, you pay the heavy price. I know for a fact. The thing is now, this capacity of yours is starting to be recognized. And now I think we had the idea in 2024 that we had an harvesting kind of moment in that year, harvesting a lot of truths, harvesting a lot of things. And 2025 now is year 9. So it's all about completion. So the thing you started because, oh, well, I think it's a good idea, is going to start to really progress. And you might see a lot of success attached to your intuition. And in your day-to-day life, you're going to appreciate, oh my God, I got it spot on. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I chose that person. But now I see, oh my goodness, make all sense. Now you learn to appreciate your fantastic potential and capacity of knowing what's going on. And probably when you enter a room or an office, you can sense that people might just not feel comfortable around you, or might be gossiping or by criticizing you. It's because you can read them and they don't like to be seen for who they truly are, because it's not pretty. The thing is, you don't buy into any rubbish, and you learn more and more not to buy into any rubbish from anyone, included your very close people. Hell yes. So because you have a sense of I am, and you really like, you're not saying, oh, look at me, but you know who you are. And after going through a 10 of wands, when you were carrying people, you were caring for people, you were always trying to keep their head above the water. Now you're saying, hell no, I am done with this. I take care of me. Do you mind? Thank you. And you're learning to say no and no and no and no more. The thing is that those people around you, or someone very much close to you, they don't like it, because they don't have your full attention anymore. You don't want to carry them. You don't buy into their rubbish, because they don't take any accountability for themselves. Then you're backing off, and they don't like it, and they use the sword. They like you at the same time, but they can't help themselves to be cutting. And maybe in your back, they tell a lot of things about you. They don't have the courage to tell you in your face, but they think behind your back. So be aware of those, who use the sword, and they're trying to really make is a statement, because I know they know are rubbish. They know rubbish, they just realize they're being found out. And you're not buying into their rubbish. No, they don't have to feel sorry for themselves. They just like to play the victim, and you don't buy into it anymore. And now you are not ruthless, but you are very clear-minded. Hell no. So then you might have a bit of a reaction. So what they're afraid of, it's not to have your full attention. What they're afraid of is that you put yourself first, and they are second. Oh my God, me be second, I can't. Yeah, they can't stand it. But you're not here to distract someone because they're bored in their life. You're not here to keep their head above the water because they don't do the bloody work. You're not here like a stick they can lean on. All right? So they don't like it. And there's going to be a bit of reaction. But you know what? Tough. Maybe they could use their mind to do some clearing around their own self. That would be maybe a good idea. Because you're not buying into it. Hell no. And they're afraid of you walking away, which I think you're doing already, or not being there for them. But you know what? Enough is enough. You show them the path. Now it's their responsibility to do the work. You cannot fix anybody. You cannot do the work for them. I wish I could take back my words. Yeah, they probably said some very nasty things, or about to. Or maybe they said a lot of things behind your back and you know you can't really trust them. You know, like you know, like you know. Indeed. So, well, yeah, now they're going to feel a ouch, backfire. Yeah, because, entertaining the little story. They like to control people by saying, oh, look at me, this, that. No. And also because they prefer to do nothing. They're lazy. Simple as that. Anxiety. We surround you with a healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. You've done that work. But maybe you feel a bit of anxiety because you're receiving, obviously, a sword. And they are very cutting and they're very aggressive. But the thing is, you're not going to buy into anxiety because you know better. You're an old soul in a young body. So what you're going to do, you're going to stay in your own energy, the I am. And you're going to absolutely take a distance from them. And that's what they're afraid of, that you're going to distance yourself for good. But if they don't do the work and they're only cutting with their words, cutting all together, then they will not see you ever again. And they better think about that quickly. Because you're not buying it, all right? So bingo. Good on you. Right, pile number 2, what they're afraid of. 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Ay, caramba. Well, they're afraid that you find out there is a third party, or that they're afraid that they harsh words, they nastiness, at some point, aren't going to work anymore. Because you are probably leaving a lot of things behind. You've done your introspection. You've done your work, okay? If they were betraying you, and I think there was maybe a choice between two at the end of the day as well, then you decide to walk away. You did the introspection. I'm not going to be a mistress. I'm not going to be a lover. I am not going to do this. I'm not going to be number 2 in someone's heart. I'm going to be number 1 or nothing. So you walk away of those emotions that they like to marinate into, And I think as well, there is an idea of you progressing into the Empress position. 2 of 1 is waiting. Not for the sake of waiting. It's just like you've done your work and you're just, watching the show and waiting for maybe a boat or 2 to come in, and you decide, well, yes, that can come in, that can't, and that's it. At the end of the day, what you do have here is an introspection, that you done whatever needed to be done to get rid of stuff or emotion that you were dragging with you, and you're walking away and free from those emotions, or from that past, or from a betrayal, the ultimate betrayal. You walk away from this, and that is amazing. When you manage to do that, then you actually appreciate, I'm not a victim. I had a bad experience from a nasty piece of work, or from few of those, but I'm stay, myself, and I walk away. I don't look back. And they will have to confront their own nastiness. Well, they're afraid of you walking away. And I think with this experience, becoming an Empress, male, female, doesn't matter, you're really grounded in your power. So whatever they're doing, you're like, whatever, you carry on. You carry on, you detach yourself from this. And I think it's a bit of the message of the day on both parts. It's like you do not, continue with people like that. You walk away. Because they can be liars, they can be players, they can be very offensive, very cutting, and they betrayal. That is a card of betrayal. So they say something to you, but they're going to say something else to someone else. And maybe they're going to say things about other people to you. And then what do you think they're going to say to other people about you? The same old thing. So, it's like boring, can't be bothered anymore. So yes, you then walk away. They didn't do the work, they didn't do the introspection. So that's why, they're cutting. But those people, they narcissists, I think. And eventually, they will end up by themselves. Because everyone will leave that ship. I mean, seriously, the ship is sinking. I mean, and also, when you're nasty like that, it's all about them. And they think they're smarter than anybody else. And actually, they can have third party, but nobody will find out because they're so clever. No, they're not. Hell no. Hell no. I want to be more than friends. Well, think again. Hilarious. I mean, this is hilarious, isn't it? More, no. Yeah. You betray someone, you have a side party, but you still want to be more than friend. Hello, wake up. I'm gone. I walked away, and now I'm an empress energy. My female doesn't matter when you are still an idiot. Well, have a good life. That's it. You know, you can't. Oops, here we go. Transformation. We have two. We're going to take two. Transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. You think so? Second one, Archangel Michael, the path is now clear. I have removed all obstacle in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Do you understand that power of those two? Oh my God, transformation. And then, yeah, Archangel Michael, the big boss, saying, yeah, just carry on. Carry on transforming. You really let go of something and you become that Empress energy. And you will have a choice between two to either stay there or not. In my opinion, you're not going to stay with this. This is just like, you know what? It's not going anywhere. And that person, I think, is so fake within themselves. You know, they will accuse anybody else. And that's why they're narcissists, but they don't do the work themselves. And that's something that you understand. I wash my hand of this. Excuse me, George is here. I wash my hand of it. I do not, marinate in that soup any longer. I am done. Arrivederci. Lovely. Good on you. So they're afraid of you going away, and I think you are already gone. On this not a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.